Hi, in this video I'm going to be talking to you about hill workouts. So there are two different hill workouts I wanted to talk to you about, and I'll focus on one in particular. So generally speaking, if you can include some hills in some of your longer runs, they'll really benefit you in the over time, and I'll talk you through all the benefits a little bit later on in the video. But the workout I particularly want to talk to you about in this video is called hill repeats. And this is where you run hard uphill and then jog and recover slowly back down the hill and repeat it a number of times. So it might sound like a bit of a dull workout, but it's a really challenging workout, and in terms of the benefits, it's absolutely brilliant for you in terms of improving your fitness, improving your strength, and improving your general running. So I'll talk you through those benefits in a moment. So when we're thinking about hill repeats, the idea is that you're going to run uphill hard for anywhere between 30 seconds and 2 minutes. And then you're going to either use double that amount of time or triple that amount of time in terms of your recovery to get back down to your start point again. So a hill workout might be, right, I'm going to run hard up the hill for 30 seconds, and then initially I'm going to give myself 90 seconds to get back down the hill. So at the top of that 30 seconds, you're then going to rest for 10 or 15 seconds just walking, and then have a slow jog back down to the start position. If you've still got a bit of your recovery time left when you get to the start point, don't be tempted to start early. You need that recovery time initially, all right? So just walk around if it's cold, have a little stretch if you feel that anything's getting a little bit tight, and maybe just start in these hill training sessions with maybe 4 to 6 repeats running up the hill, and then you can gradually increase that over time as your body adapts and you get stronger and get more used to doing them. What next? Right, so let's talk next about the benefits. So there are a huge number of benefits to hill training, and this is one of the areas that runners again neglect because it's hard work, and a lot of runners tend to just like to focus on getting miles under their belt and doing easy miles on the flat, but that doesn't improve you as much as doing a hard session like a hill training session does. So in terms of the number of benefits, firstly, it increases the volume of your different muscle fibers. So slow twitch, intermediate and fast twitch muscle fibers. It improves your nervous system coordination between different muscle fibers and different muscle groups. So here we're thinking about the quadriceps and the hamstring muscles and how they coordinate with each other when you're running. Makes that a more seamless, more efficient system. Longer hills will challenge the energy producing capacity of all of your muscle fibers. So over time, you will become more efficient because you're doing these hill rep workouts. Running uphill also creates and promotes ankle flexibility, which is a good thing for when you're running. And it also increases your Achilles tendon stiffness, which leads to better, what we call elastic recoil. So that's the efficiency that your body has in using the energy after your foot has passed under your body and then loops back round, ready to power you into your next stride. So the better your ankle Achilles tendon stiffness, the more efficient you're going to be as a runner, and the longer and stronger and more efficient your running stride will be. And then finally, a bit like resistance training, hill reps improve your ability to produce force. So all of these benefits come just from doing a hill rep session. Now, I would suggest that you maybe just do 2 or 3 hill sessions a month if you can stand them. But even if you're just doing one of them a month, you're really going to feel the benefits of doing it. Okay. An extension of the hill rep session is called the Kenyan Hills. Now, there's a reason why Kenyans are so brilliant at running. One of them is because of they're genetically more inclined to be good distance runners. They also train at altitude because they live at altitude. And they also have lots of hills, so they have to run up and down lots of hills. So the Kenyan Hills session is ideally, it would take place in a loop, so it's less dull, but the idea is that you run hard up the hill until you get to the flat, then you run hard along the flat too, and that will be at the same effort level as you ran up the hill. So you'll be faster along the flat than you will up the hill, but you'll be maintaining the same effort. And then your recovery is a jog when you come down the hill. And then you just repeat that. So you can do that in a loop, or if you've just got a nice flat straight road that leads up to the top of a hill and then there's a flat, you can do an out and back along the flat and then come back down the hill to the starting point. So that's a really good session. Obviously it depends what is local to you and what you've got nearby in terms of getting that kind of thing done. And I should also say, for hill reps, ideally you want to use a hill where you don't have to cross too many roads, so you can focus on just actually running rather than have to constantly look behind you or round to see if you can cross a road or not, because that can be really frustrating if you have to wait for cars, and also not particularly safe when you just want to keep that momentum of running as well. So I would just say, when you're doing these for the first time or in the early days, don't start off too quickly. And I know that's easy to say, but try not to start off too quickly. It's really important you try to finish the workout. So if you set yourself 4 reps, let's get 4 reps done, even if they might be a little bit slower than you think you could have run them in hindsight. It's better to get the session done and get 4 reps under your belt than starting off like a train, only getting 2 done and then feeling so sick that you have to stop and then go home thinking that you haven't done much. So really think about pacing yourself in terms of the effort that you're putting in so that you get the workout completed. And one of the benefits of getting a hill repeat session done is that extra confidence in yourself that you can do this, and also just helping you take another step into becoming more mentally tough and more resilient and more persevering in your running, digging in even though it feels really quite hard. So get those hill reps done, have a go, see what you think. Remember, you're just learning from it to start with, so don't beat yourself up if things don't quite go to plan. If you can program it into a watch, then that's perfect, because then you can really focus on your running. But if you just have to, just check that you've done 30 seconds, try and be really strict with the timings, because then you'll get most benefit from doing that, rather than, it's very easy to be tempted to just give yourself longer to rest because you feel like you're breathing hard. So try and stick to those times as best you can, and you will reap all the rewards and all the benefits from doing it. Okay, I'll see you on the next video.